Just really disappointed in our second half. Obviously, Drake is very good and well coached, well prepared. They're tough guys. They execute at both ends of the floor. And the example I use to our guys is they're a team. Um, Constant talk, whether it be warm ups or throughout the play, guys that are on the sidelines, they're really a team and pulling for each other right now. And that's what we have to get to. And that's all of them. From our leadership down to the guys that don't get any minutes. So we have to pick each other up. We have to talk more. We have to, because it's deflating when you're out there and people aren't talking to each other. And conversely, when guys are talking and speaking, it really gets you more active and playing hard and playing together. So that's the biggest thing is my takeaway. We have to become a team, and we have to do it soon because this is an awfully tough league to play in, and you're going to have to be prepared. We fought in the first half. We did not fight in the second half.
Obviously, that was most evident in the defense. Even in the first half, it wasn't great. I mean, they shot 46%, clearly shot better than that. Where do you start to fix that aspect of being a team and fixing some of the individual mistakes that occurred today?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's everything. It's the guys on the ball, it's the help, it's the communication. I thought we were terrible with our execution, with our game plan by what the scout was, and that's about as bad as we've been on anything like that. So you don't handle the scouting report, you don't handle each guy individually, and try to take away his strengths, and a lot of it starts with the communication. And it is playing hard and competing hard, but I thought we had a good plan going in. I thought the coaches had them ready. We just did not. It's mistake after mistake after mistake, and giving them the things they want.
Did you sense any trouble early? Because, you hate to go by an early stretch in a game because usually a team has time to make up for it. But it did seem like Drake came out with more fire, more intensity. Again, that's hard to gauge from up here, but it seemed like you guys were on the back foot a little bit. You got it back for a while, but then they got it back. I mean, were you concerned early because it just seemed like the game was, they were dictating the game.
Got down 16-5, so I was very concerned, but I don't go out for warm-ups, and the staff had said that group at the other end, they're all talking, they're all communicating, they're all giving each other energy, and we have too many quiet guys, and that has to change. And doing that, talking to your teammates and giving them energy, that's an unselfish thing. It's selfish to stay to yourself. It's selfish to worry more about yourself than your teammates. But absolutely, we got showed what a good team is, how they carry themselves and how they perform. And I like our guys, and I 100% believe in them that we're going to get there. But let's quit learning lessons like this. Let's quit learning lessons like this, and let's change it right now.
What is your level of concern, if any, about Tyreke? Because he did end up scoring 10, but for a while there, I mean, he was on nothing, one rebound, I think, in the first half. Does he need to show more assertiveness as a senior to go out and kind of take the bull by the horns a little bit?
He lets his offense affect his defense way too much. Missed those first couple shots and missed them badly. And then at the other end, he hurt us tonight. And Tyreke is one of the guys. I'm not one to call out any guys individually, but he is quiet. And with the things I'm talking about, he has to help us a lot there as a leader, as a senior. He's got to be a better communicator. And I don't care how many shots he misses. He's got to defend on the other end. And he can keep shooting. That's fine. But he gets passive and he's not himself when the ball's not going through the hole.
We've talked many times about these back-to-back games. Bodies are tired. Minds are probably tired. On the other hand, the guys took a punch in the stomach, so this should appeal to their pride a little bit to come back and play better tomorrow. How do they handle this? I think physically, they played AAU, they've played in tournaments, they probably know how to do that. How do they handle this mentally?
When AAU stuff in high school, that's not taxing like this is taxing. That's a team we played is very physical, make you have longer possessions at both ends. So it's very difficult to play against them, and that's draining. We've worked hard with our strength coach and Connor, our trainer, to kind of how to even scientifically how to get them hydrated. They need to eat and get them rest. But the biggest thing is, like you said, having pride in your performance, having pride in the uniform you wear, and learn a lesson tonight like you did. And I give Darren tons of credit. They had Robbins leave, and they had great veterans back. You look at Penn. Penn runs the team, and he runs the show at both ends of the floor. And they're all guys just are a bunch of soldiers marching behind him. So we got to learn our lesson and learn it quickly.
Normally you'd say, well, do you change the defense or something like that? But you don't have time. I mean, it's not like you can throw a 1-3-1 zone out there on the fly. I mean, it doesn't work like that. How do you just get better commitment tomorrow? Because obviously that's one thing that's necessary.
Well, Drake's not going to change. They executed their game plan and got what they want at both ends of the floor, and that's what we need to do. Do the things that we're trying to coach them to do. We are way too impatient on offense. We have to make Drake will make you guard them throughout a possession. We've got to do that. We know they're going to try to take away Tyreke, try to take away Jake, and how they're guarding Jew on the perimeter. They're not guarding him. So we have to have some patience and execute, and you got to do your job. If your job is to screen or set somebody else up, those are the things you have to do. But the biggest thing, like we've talked about, is just a resiliency and being tough-minded on the defensive end. The big thing going into my emphasis in the last 2 days and then tonight on the grease board before the game was we got to develop an identity. And our identity right now is we are not a difficult team to play against.